Okay, is everything good? Looks like it. I'm just going to collect my buff. Today we're going to do more PSO2. Hopefully today we'll be able to clear the Cuent area. Cuento? Something like that. I've also figured out the chat box situation. I just simply hid the Alliance chat from display all. Okay, that's good, that's good. We ended up at a combat quest last time, so we won't be going straight into combat, which is a shame. Changes. This time, I have had difficulty hitting ranged attacks as fighter. I think there's only one ranged attack with Knuckles, and that's Meteor Fist, the same one that the counter uses. You charge it up, you throw it, it hits an enemy. Sometimes it hits once, sometimes it hits several times. Whatever. It's ranged, that's all that matters. Is there anything else? Oh, I've taken dailies, I haven't actually done them yet. I'll do them after stream, that's fine, whatever, I don't mind. Right, let's begin. Oh, we're going straight into main story, that's good, that's good. Don't like whenever I have to go and do sub-story first. Let's get straight into the action then.
My uncle has always been a wise and kind man. He treated me well even before I inherited the role of maiden. I've always looked up to him greatly.
As last time we did a Buster quest, and Alice was watching, I guess. She wanted to see what, we were doing, whether we were justified, stuff like that. Because we claimed that her uncle, who is currently sitting on the throne, a usurper, is corrupt. And we needed to prove it.
I have accepted everything he told me at face value.
Unfortunately, he had, what's it called? A unit follow her and ambush us whenever she was talking to us. Not the best way to install trust, not really. Right.
What was I about to pen in this nation's history? In the continuation of our nation's founding legend?
Alice, I think her name is. She is the sword maiden. She, is the carrier of the sword, which will become more important later on. She's not supposed to get involved in politics, as, her family is not supposed to. Well, not family, her bloodline is not supposed to take part in politics, be neutral, because, they're carrying a legend. Probably not a good idea to get involved in the country's politics, given that they are living legends. Sort of reminds me of an old WoW mission, I'm not sure.
Lady Elise.
Alice, that's one, yeah.
The sword and strength I inherit exist to slay the Crimson Fellworm. They must not be used to other ends.
So yeah, the sword was used to slay a dragon. I guess that's it.
Perhaps those teachings have simply been an excuse for me to avert my eyes from reality.
And?
Lady Harriet, Mr. Luther, and you, legendary savior, guardian.
Oh, as luck would have it, the title installed to the player character Guardian by Arcs is, by chance, the same one that the legend uses in this world. I don't know if it's a coincidence or not, but hey.
Let us work together to stop my uncle. If parley isn't possible, then we must at least curtail any further madness.
What she means is she'd like to try and talk her uncle out of it, but if not, then, she might be forced to draw a sword.
Do you understand what your words entail, Sword Maiden?
I am resolute. My uncle took the life of the king.
But is blood for blood really the way forward? Or should you not just rather leave it to us?
And I expect you to see this through to the end, O legendary warrior. And if what we do turns out to be wrong, then by all means, turn your might and blade upon us.
I don't think that's a good idea.
You needn't so much as speak the words.
So I guess you could say she's sort of like the Omega World's version of the Arts Guardian, but I don't know about that. No dropped frames, that's good. We'll do sub-story first. So this goes more in depth into what a Sword Maiden is, or what the Sword Maiden is, sorry.
You're... pardon me. I'll call you Guardian, as Lady Harriet does. Greetings. My name is Elise, and I have been appointed the Sword Maiden of this era. It's a tremendous honor to meet a figure from the legend in person.
But, aren't you also a figure from the legend, Elise?
A legend, yes, not the legend.
I come more from tradition than legend. In every generation, the Sword Maiden's blade and strength is passed on solely to a chosen one.
That doesn't mean that the person in question is actually a legend. It's rather just a sword that's a legend.
Her blade and strength, huh?
I don't know about that. I've never considered comparing my strength to that of others.
Because you don't really know it.
My strength exists for one thing and one thing only. My power is meant to be used to slay the Crimson Fellworm when it returns to life one day.
So in other words, your sword
My
is ice
sword
element.
and the power I have inherited do not manifest, except against the Fellworm. That is the nature of the legend.
But is it true?
It is an outdated legend, fraught with burdens of obligation. Yet, I cannot make light of it. I cannot be separated from our unbroken history.
Yeah, so essentially, because the legend is a legend, she doesn't really know the truth of it. Only, you know, what she's been told.
As the nation tilts this way and that, my blood relatives fall like so many flies before my very eyes. Yet, I still cannot wield my strength.
Huh. Remember that for later.
I can only imagine how painful that must be.
But it is my duty. For I am the last line of defense against the inevitable return of the Fellworm. No matter how painful or miserable it may be at times, I have never once resented it. That's how beings of legend operate, isn't it, Guardian?
Yeah, pretty much. Once you get that far, it's like, well, you can't really just, you know, say the legend doesn't exist, or the fact that it doesn't exist. People still hail you as a legend anyway. Otherwise, you're just a very naughty boy. Oh, there's another Monty Python reference, by the way. Absolutely watch some of his skits. The Monty Python and the Holy Grail, and I think it's Life of Brian. Great skits. Love them. Or, well, I'm guessing already skits. I don't really know what they are. Stories? Books? Movies? I don't know. Movies. I think that's the correct term. Films. Yeah, yes. Oh. Should say there's a lot of dark
The
humor.
army led by Harriet bore down on the royal capital and laid waste to the Castrum Demonica. Their unbreakable momentum and their inexorable march led them to the outskirts of the royal capital, where Lutz resided.
Oh wow, we're already here?
A cold, stone castle stood behind the walls. Harriet gazed up at it quietly, remembering her days there.
The castle.
It brings back so many memories. And Lutz is there now.
Reports we're getting claim that he's condemned the followers who have remained with him to forced conjuration labor.
Oh, that's not good.
He's a fool of a king. He's let the Castrum Demonicas and the Ephemera blind him to his own methods and purpose. Salvation for him will be difficult indeed. Never did I expect to lay eyes upon someone even more condemned than I.
Oh wow, that's awfully ironic of Luther to say.
Let us go. We must put an end to this.
Wall's had it.
Curses, curses, curses! What's wrong with seeking power and resources? It's all for the good of the nation. My hand is forced. I shall summon a Castrum Demonica in this place and crush this rebellion personally! Yes, justice is on my side. Using a legend to stir the people and sow chaos in the royal family is a crime. There can be no more room for compromise! I don't care if you are a savior. Who needs one? As long as we have ephemera.
Yep, he's lost.
Yes, the legend is but a relic. With this, O people, O world, bear witness to the revision of myth itself!
Alright. Now technically you don't need to do this, but I'm going to do it anyway. I think it's just another pasta quest though. Oh yeah, one other thing, I've also changed the scarf out and the hair to the effector hair and the effector headband, whatever that thing is. What's it called? Less clipping. It's okay, I guess. I'll solo it. I'll be fine. Oh, okay. I didn't know. Let's power up the mag. That's good to me. As usual, you only need to tie, you don't need to win.
The Castrum Demonica is about to begin. We've confirmed deployment of the Arx Demonica and anticipate a fierce battle. Summon Buster Rams, destroy barriers, and destroy the Castrum Demonica upon interception. Good luck. I'll keep my fingers crossed for you.
Alright. Two towers, so I need 2 rams. Right then. Oh, I'll turn this off as well. Can I go? Can I go? Please?
All personnel, prepare to commence battle.
Yeah, you need 500 points. Pretty easy to do.
Don't forget to collect mana.
they do that. That's kind of annoying. Boom. Alright. Nearly there. That should do it. Oh yeah, I have to take out the tower as well. Wait, one sec. That's a lot of enemies. I think the enemies disappear on their own. Oh no. They disappear on their own, yeah, but not like that. We're doing fine. Chat, where is it? I'm gonna be around here, I guess. Nope. They'll probably launch their own, I guess. There we go. Yeah. Good stuff. The mag went up on its own. Sword. Right, 3 minutes. Right. Yeah. Switch to small map. Personally, I think it's better to stay by the tower and do your best to defend it. I don't think the big enemies do that much damage to it. Maybe I'm wrong. I haven't actually done grade 3 before, so... Jason. Nearly there. Okay. Nearly there. 10 more seconds. Try and take out the ones with the barrels before the timer explodes.
Watch out for self-destructing enemies!
Think we're good? Alright. We'll get them with plenty of time to spare. Other side. Do this.
You can jump defense mechanisms to the Castrum Demonica! Now all that's left is to bring the Castrum Demonica down!
Easy. Oh, that meteor fist is just so good. Punch, punch. Ah, punch, punch. 3. That should finish it. Yeah. Oh, there goes my advanced quest. Oh well. Oh no. I don't think I've been needing advanced quest for a while. If at all, to be honest.
Great work! Now head on back!
I'm working on the 5th stock for Fatal Knockout. We'll get there. Easy S rank. Okay. So with that done, there's nothing standing between us and Lutz. Let's get him. What could he possibly do now?
Lutz managed to summon a Castrum Demonica to protect the royal capital. But to no avail. The Guardians struck it down. But Lutz refused to admit defeat. He fled into Cuento Castle. Harriet's group pursued Lutz to put an end to the revolution. The setting? Cuento Castle, the throne room. Here, the war ravaging the nation was to finally meet its end.
This cannot be. It can't. It can't. It can't! This can't possibly be right!
Never heard this before, huh?
The Castrum Demonica, the power of ephemera, defeated at the hands of man?
Lutz, you have nowhere left to run!
I'm not done. Once I destroy you all, my grip on the throne will be ironclad!
Oh yeah?
Such destructive power! Is this too the power of ephemera?
Even as a mere catalyst, this is what it's capable of. Now you see why our nations are all so interested in studying it.
What, using it as an actual weapon instead of just a defense?
This is no time to gloat!
Damn this cursed flower!
The ephemera! Harriet!
Let's not get violent with my sisters now.
Luther.
I fought for the nation. Why do you oppose me? Harriet! Luther!
For the nation? Now there's a poor jest. In what way have your deeds served the people?
The nation and its people have no desire for war. That is why the savior of legend, the Guardian, sided with us.
Uncle,
Alice, of course. You can smite these fools and bring peace to the land.
that I cannot do. My sword and might have no place within this conflict.
Even Alice the Sword Maiden betrays me. Have you forgotten all I've done for you?
Please, Uncle, surrender. Your cause is not a just one. But mistakes can be rectified. Ply your skills for the good of the people, and join hands with us once more.
I get the feeling he won't relent.
Join hands? For the good of the people? You delude yourself, Sword Maiden.
See, there's more weirdly excellent texturing. See that badge? But then the rest of the outfit is just like, that's 2012 outfit. It could be because I'm running 1440p now, but still.
Our power and intelligence serve one purpose, and one alone. They exist to be offerings to the land and the world. That is what ephemera is for.
Triggering a runaway mana reaction? How stupid can a man be?
We need to leave. We need to go. Time to go. Time to go.
You'll all join me in death. The world must be destroyed. All of history must be destroyed.
Why do I get the feeling profound darkness behind this? Not like it matters.
The exits are all blocked. I think we're trapped here.
See, that's where you're wrong.
Sword, legend, I call upon you now. Fleeting wings, I bid thee come forth. Exit.
Huh? Are we outside the castle?
Was that instantaneous teleportation? I thought there was no such sorcery.
Yeah. Oh wait, yeah, we have seen this before, haven't we?
There is but one method. The Sword Maiden calls upon the legend to work an ancient miracle.
I wasn't certain that would work, but the sword answered my call.
Then the legend really was just a legend. The sword does work without the dragon.
Did you notice that? I didn't pick up any warning signs or anything. Not even Ark's technology could pull off an instant no-prep teleportation. Maybe it's something along the same lines as the magic that Alma uses.
Yes, I was gonna say, Alma did that.
The castle!
His delusions of grandeur were his downfall. The throne Lutz so desperately craved will be his tomb.
Oh no, anyway. It's lost. Yay, more tickets. So, what happened?
What did you find, Varuna? Any sign of Lutz?
None that we could find, ma'am. It's safe to assume he was caught up in the collapse.
No.
I see. Elise,
I am fine. I was ready for this. My uncle's madness was plain to see in his final moments.
Voice actor's doing a good job in this
Perhaps he was
episode.
a smokescreen.
Huh?
It seemed to me as though he was being controlled by a far greater will.
And you're probably right, I did notice that as well.
what will would that be, Luther?
The people of this world won't know it.
I can't be certain just yet, but the Savior wouldn't appear for a mere dispute over the throne.
He's right.
This problem spans beyond our nation. Disaster looms over the whole world. Wouldn't you agree, Guardian?
Luther has always been good at discerning the truth of things. Unfortunately, the truth is not necessarily always good.
Cuento Castle and its Pretender King were no more. In light of this, Harriet's first act was to proclaim that the capital would be relocated. With the royal capital in chaos following the castle's collapse, she established a provisional capital in a neighboring fortress city. As the
There's a
people went
castrum
about
very
the
close
process
to
of
there.
relocating, one issue remained unresolved: the lack of a royal heir. There was only one woman with a claim to the throne, and she continually refused to accept it.
Luther doesn't want it either.
It's too soon for me to take the throne. Please, Luther, take my place.
No, this is your job. For one thing, my claim to the throne was stripped away. A fact that is very much public knowledge. To deny the people an heir would be to disappoint them in their hour of need. Harriet, it is your duty to bear the weight of the crown.
Must I really?
It'll be okay.
That's most reassuring to hear from you, Guardian. But
Harriet's pretty young. Don't you think it's a little too soon to give her that kind of responsibility?
It's not really give so much as forced. It's either that or someone or a new family takes the throne, and I guess the people don't really want that.
There is no such thing as too soon or too late in matters of royal succession. Suitability is all that matters.
Oh, of course, yeah, it's a JRPG. There's no such thing as too young to be a king or queen.
Ys Artia to the east has a young child as their head of state and national symbol.
Child, remember that for later.
Epic to the west has a divine queen who acceded to the throne at 17. No older than you. Age is irrelevant. What matters is whether the would-be ruler has the resolve to devote themselves to their country. I have no such resolve. That's why I erred so grievously in my self-righteous research, and why I was stripped of my claim to the throne. But you, Harriet...
Are we good? Are we good? I don't know what happened there, but internet dropped all of a sudden. And you know what happens when that happens? It means I've got to go back in, log in, do stuff. Not a fan. I'm not pushing the internet any harder than it was before.
I was hoping I'd see you.
Hopefully YouTube will just piece those together for me, that'd be nice. Can you just check. See if it's actually doing that. Yeah, it seems to be. Okay. Sorry about that.
Hello there.
I'll just skip to the part we were at before.
Cuento Castle and its... It's too... That is most reassuring to hear from you, Guardian.
Harriet's pretty...
There is no these RT epic to the age is a I have no but you, Harriet.
There we go.
You have the
Luther. Guardian. Very well. In the name of my royal line, I, Harriet Renata Reina Cuento, do hereby humbly accede to the throne.
Okay.
Guardian. I beseech you, illuminate our way and support us in our hour of need.
Let me just bring up chat again. There we go. Well, at least it wasn't a graphics card crash. Speaking of which, I haven't seen that recently. Not touch wood. What about Cuento's future?
I have a status report about the Cuento Royal Army. They are transitioning peacefully to the new regime.
That's good.
Some forces have left the military to become mercenaries or bandits, but not in any large numbers.
Oh, good.
However, there are still castrum demonicas in the land. They will persist even if their summoners perish.
I could deal with that.
They are not weapons that will simply fade away. We must continue destroying them. I hate to place this burden upon you, Guardian, but please aid us in this.
Well, I guess there is kind of no one else.
If only it were in my power to control a Buster Tower, I would gladly assist.
We're searching
I wonder
for
if there's
more
a...
people
Yeah, I was
capable of
gonna
using
say.
Buster Towers. But so far, we have no prospects. Surprising no one, I'm sure.
Well, if even Luther couldn't control a Buster Tower, I mean, you got serious problems.
Castrum Demonicas are born from the use of ephemera. Destroying them requires power on the same level. For the Guardian to activate a Buster Tower without ephemera shows their power is easily on par with that of ephemera.
I'm not sure I care for your tone.
What tone? That's normal.
I meant nothing by it. I was simply stating the truth. If the truth bothers you, perhaps there's something weighing on your conscience.
You love deflecting, don't you? How about a simple thank you for once?
I think the fact that I don't even remotely question your background would show gratitude aplenty. Is that not enough for you?
Oh, forget it!
In addition, we've been investigating Lutz's followers to gauge their intentions. But so far, we haven't come up with many red flags.
Many?
In fact, most of them seem grateful you've ascended to the throne, Lady Harriet.
Oh, that was awfully quick.
My uncle held things to his own personal standards, and often made unreasonable demands. He was already getting backlash as it was.
Does that mean everyone's going to be happy with Harriet's revolution?
No, I doubt things will go so smoothly. In a struggle for the throne, one must follow the victor, at least on the surface.
So maybe we should go out and find out what happens.
Cuento isn't a monolithic entity. There are others besides Lutz who extolled the virtues of ephemera.
Or maybe we should get neighboring nations to go with it,
I'm
I
sure
guess.
such people will pay lip service to our ideals, while secretly awaiting an opportunity to strike and overthrow the royal family.
Because neighboring nations' approval will probably be a long way towards, finishing ascension to the throne.
Which is why we must never let ourselves be seen as vulnerable. Thank you for your report. Keep up the good work.
You're talking to Varana there, I think. Here we go.
Ah, Lady Harriet, should you be walking around this humble place?
Is it just me, or do those character models remind me of old Elder Scrolls games?
Mind your manners. I think you meant to say, Your Majesty?
Oh yeah, that's yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. Lady Harriet is our ruler now.
What did I just say?
I'm still just barely getting on my feet as a ruler, so feel free to keep calling me Harriet.
Lady Harriet! Lady Harriet! What's a ruler?
Well, as long as she wasn't given a sword by someone in a pond.
Well, a ruler is somebody who represents everybody in the land.
That's a good way to put it.
Are they big and important?
Not always.
No, they're not big or important. They're the same as everybody else. Just a little higher profile.
Ooh, are you a show-off, Lady Harriet?
Well, yes, I am a show-off. I'd be embarrassed to do it all by myself, so I hope you'll all be there to support me.
Totally! Yeah! Yeah!
Lady Harriet!
Lady Harriet!
Lady Harriet!
It sounds like everyone is okay with it so far.
Lady Harriet!
All these people flocking to her. They must really love her.
I wouldn't quite call it love. Prime Minister Lutz, that is, the former king, burdened the people considerably to maintain our national prestige. The people are excited to be liberated from those burdens, and they have high hopes for the next regime, as I see it. That and I've often snuck out into town since I was a young girl, so people tend to know my face.
Of course. Young royalty always sneak out of the castle.
They know my character as a politician. It is a relief to them. That is why they support me, and why I must live up to their expectations.
1 second. And we're back. Sorry about that.
This is the first step towards restoring our kingdom. Making the people happy is a king's most basic duty. And while I work to earn the trust people place in me, I have more duties besides. Luther and I still have a goal: to seal away ephemera for good.
That's what's that sound? That's never a good sound. Oh. It's just a notification.
Notice. Signs of Dark Falls Luther have been detected on Omega. We're going to need your assistance, so get ready.
Spoilers. Thanks, game. Well, it's pretty obvious at this point. Yeah, Dark Falls Luther in a quarter of an hour.
With Harriet taking on the role of ruler of the magical kingdom of Cuento, the land was once again on the road to peace.
Excellent.
But
I don't have to defeat this
Harriet's
Castro
objective
myself.
was more than simply sitting upon the throne. The new
I think I
reborn
did have
Cuento
to
was
slay them at
mobilizing
one
with
point.
the intent of eradicating ephemera, the insidious flower eroding the world.
Glad those changes were made. Doing all those Buster quests was a real nightmare.
Let us begin by reviewing the status of our neighboring lands. Varuna, if you would, please.
Yeah, even if Cuento does approve of Harriet, it doesn't matter if they do, if the neighbouring nations don't approve.
Our continent is split into 4 separate cardinal nations.
Yep. You've already explained this.
To the east lies the Trade Federation of East Artia. built by merchants, it leverages its rich soil and abundant resources to do business.
It's a farming state.
Their sorcery specialty is replication. They harness the power of ephemera to reproduce things in large quantities. It seems harmless enough at face value. But if ephemera is involved, there's almost certain to be a catch.
To the west lies the divine land of Epic. Built around an oasis, seekers of enlightenment gather there to undergo rigorous ascetic training.
Rumor has it that in Epic, they've perfected a means of refining mind control potions. Using ephemera, of course.
Mind control, that's
to
not
the north
good.
lies the Wayland Empire. It's a nation of warriors that crowned their strongest citizens emperor for generations.
It's a
Oh
land
no,
of
not an
savagery
empire and an
that meets
RPG,
right.
surely not.
They've devised a means of body enhancement called demonization.
And in the
Oh,
south
that's
is
not good.
our nation, the magical kingdom of Cuento. We live in harmony with nature and find practical applications for mana.
Our land focuses strictly on studies of the arcane. The Castrum Demonica I developed started out as Quinto's specialty. Of course, someone leaked the art of summoning castrums to other lands, so now all nations field them in battle.
Who could have leaked
The
those?
Castrum Demonicas within Cuento are on their way out, thanks to the efforts of our esteemed guardian. However, the Castrum Demonicas of other lands remain standing, physically demarcating their borders.
Well, if it's just border defense, I mean,
The Castrum Demonicas of each land are in a standoff with one another, putting a hard stop to most international relations.
maybe we should go and find out what's going on.
Ergo, we have no way of knowing what the reality is on the ground of any other nation. If anyone tried to cross a border without permission, the Castrum Demonicas would activate and mobilize to exterminate the intruders.
Oh no.
Not that anyone would be stupid enough to try, anyway.
Oh yeah, definitely not me. Nope. Definitely wouldn't be stupid enough to try.
I have a report. A Castrum Demonica on the Wayland border has activated. Someone appears to have approached.
Really?
Well, what do you know? I stand corrected.
Maybe there is someone in the world who can fight against them.
It could be an envoy from Wayland. Let us make haste to the border.
To Wayland then.
The Guardian and their entourage received a report of a Castrum Demonica activation and made for a Cuento-Wayland border. At that point in time, only a single figure stood against the Castrum Demonica on the border.
A single figure,
One
huh?
figure alone. A solitary warrior who fought ceaselessly, waiting for the clock to strike the appointed hour.
Appointed hour? Which hour? The witching hour? Could it be? Oh wait, isn't she... Why is she here? Yeah, like you're gonna do any damage with that.
Cuento is just past here. I can't give up now. Is my power simply not enough?
Oh yeah.
We can
I am
talk
help.
later. Stand down and let us handle this, please.
My apologies, and thank you.
It looks like we're fighting another bustle tower. I mean, Buster Quest. No? Okay then. Another Buster Quest skip. That's nice to know. I'm not particularly enthusiastic about Buster Quest.
You fell to Castrum Demonica. You must be the legendary savior. Pardon me. The Guardian.
Nice PSO2 physics there.
You know of them? The name of the Guardian, Savior of Cuento, is not unknown in Wayland. Allow me to thank you again.
It is her.
I am Malfonsina.
But isn't she alive? Oh! Malfonsina, the real Malfonsina. She is dead. She died in an accident in which Get'em Heart was involved, unfortunately.
Yes, it's not an alias. My name is Malfonsina.
In other words, our Malfonsina's older sister, basically.
She seems to be telling the truth. I guess we can puzzle over that later.
And what would drive a citizen of Wayland to such folly as standing alone against a Castrum Demonica to come here?
Then if she's here...
I have come to Cuento in search of the Guardian, the savior hero. Please, deliver Wayland from the doom that it courts.
It's doomed? That's not good. Yeah! My character's inspiration. Nice.
Are the grunts done crawling out of the woodwork yet?
There's more! If they get past us! The children!
Most of your warriors are scared anyway.
It's no use!
Cowards,
They just keep
chicken.
coming. We gotta retreat before they eat us!
Screw retreating! Remember what's behind us, you bunch of pansies!
Agreed.
You're right. We were already doomed. So don't start fearing for your lives now. Let's at least take some of them with us!
Let me guess, they can't control the castrum. Get more hero powers.
Talk about arriving in the nick of time. Good thing we rushed straight here.
Cena? Who are they?
Easy there, Get'em Holt. They're on our side.
Get him, Holt!
Yep.
Does something about his name bother you?
Oh,
It's
no,
familiar.
not at all. Don't mind me. We can work it out later. For now, let's do something about this.
Will this be another skipped quest? No, okay. I guess I get to show off for this a bit again. I suppose you technically don't have to do these if you don't really want to, but hey. Are people making noise out? Don't know what that was. Well, at least it's not fireworks. Oh yeah, if you want to join, just pop your name in chat and I'll add you to the group for the next one. Oh yeah, that's right, I've already got a drink. How's Mag doing? What? How did it drain the entire mag in, what, 1-2 fights? I can't imagine it would be that difficult. Alright, go.
The battle for the Castrum Demonica is about to begin! We've confirmed deployment of the Arx Demonica and anticipate a fierce battle! Summon Buster Rams, destroy barriers, and destroy the Castrum Demonica upon interception! Good luck! I'll keep my fingers crossed for you!
Alright, here we go. Two towers again. Oh, how it differs is some castles get different boosts based on where they were summoned. So because this one was in the Wayland Empire, everything's got melee damage.
Don't forget to collect mana! Mana readings are increasing!
Okay, that's enough.
Enemy forces attacking! Defend the Buster Towers!
Of course, because of the quest, it's going to have a lot of rolls. It looks like they're trying to attack here. Looks like this tower is getting attacked. Excellent, I can handle that.
Enemy numbers are dropping!
That's fine, it's just a couple of skeletons.
Dark False Luther has appeared on Omega. Move out immediately and rout the enemy.
Most of the enemy forces have been routed!
I forget if you need PP in order to use a counter. There we go. Made it.
A Buster Ram is being summoned!
Oh, you got plenty of time to upgrade the towers, okay. I don't know if there's a way to get attack up here. You know, like a cannon that can help out against monsters up front? That'd be cool. Alright. Where are they spawning?
Buster Ram summoned! Escort destroy the Arx Demonica!
Looks like they're going straight for here. Okay. Don't need to get like a phantom or a hero to deal with this. Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do about that. Stupid wolf, stop it. Ow. Oh, it doesn't break out of stun? That's even more annoying. I think I'm good though. Let's go. Excellent. And attack the sword. I can't remember, but I seem to recall, I don't remember exactly, but I seem to recall that you can actually get hit by the sword if it lands on you. Head back to the Buster Tower. Easier to defend up here. I'll use this to get over to the tower. Interesting that they've got fast one corruption here. There you go. Oh, those things can teleport? Oh, okay. News to me. Not much range on that. I should probably take out the golems this time, huh? Quite a lot of good those cannons do, huh?
Enemy numbers are dropping!
I guess this is the last of them. Now in a normal group you would use these cannon type things in order to set up a teleport point up front.
Watch out for self-destructing enemies!
Well, I guess if there are any, I can't really do much about them. Those. I doubt they're close enough though. Just waiting for the monsters up front to spawn. Really? They're gonna do that?
You can jump from the defensive mechanism to the Castrum Demonica! Now all that's left is to bring the Castrum Demonica down!
Nice. One. Next. Excellent.
Castrum Demonica's annihilated! Victory!
Done and done. Unfortunately, for episode 6, I don't actually know how much episode 5 I have to do.
Now head on back!
I would have thought that you'd have to clear everything in episode 5, but I don't know. Oh, only B. Oh well. Probably damage to towers, right. I will be back in just a moment. Just gonna run to the bathroom real quick. And I'm back. Just checking that I closed the door. Right, so we completed the Buster quest, and now we're going to find out why the country is doomed. Because doom is bad.
There are Castrum Demonicas in Wayland territory as well. Luther was right. They're all over the world.
Hey, Xena. Who are these noobs?
Oh, I like this side of Get 'em Halt already.
Wow, we're noobs to you? Is that any way to talk about people who rushed to your rescue?
Don't remember asking for it.
Then you're a fool.
Get him, Holt! I'm sorry about this. He gets so hung up on posturing.
This country's called Wayland, right? What's going on here?
What, the fight wasn't enough of a tip-off? We're at war, girlie.
A war?
At war? With whom?
Everyone and no one. Everybody around us is an enemy. Duh.
What happened here?
Death to the weak, life to the strong. That's how things work here in Wayland. If you want to know what's going on in our country, how about you come with me?
That's probably a good thing, a good idea.
Is this a village?
Looks more like a war camp to me.
I wouldn't even call it that. It's just a gathering point for survivors.
Survivors? There doesn't seem to be that many.
Hey, get him home! Thanks for earlier! Whatever. You were pissing yourself earlier. Do me a favor and drop dead. We'll have fewer mouths to feed that way. You're a real smooth talker, Get him, Holt! Like you just heard, we ain't even got enough rations to get through tomorrow. It's this bad all over Wayland.
Hey, get him, Holt! Can't believe you're still alive!
And I can't believe you're still mouthing off, brat. Would it kill you to show me some gratitude for protecting your ass?
I never asked for your protection anyway!
Wow, jeez.
Now who does this remind you of?
Oh, ha 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 ha.
Hey, don't give me that look! I was just pointing out a fact!
Melfonsina, my dad isn't back. He went out with everybody else.
Oh, he probably didn't make it back.
Your father has gone very far away for the good of everybody here.
It's okay, Melfonsina. I know how this works. He's not coming back, is he?
I'm sorry.
Hey, don't cry. I'm in the same boat.
What?
Look, I'll grow big and super strong and slay the Emperor.
What the hell happened here?
But what if the Emperor killed you instead? I would hate that.
I won't lose. No way in hell. That Emperor's as good as dead.
Ah, nice try, kiddo. But only one guy's gonna waste that damn Emperor, and it's gonna be me. Don't you kids worry about that. Just live your lives. Now go on. Back to the settlement with you.
This settlement took me and Gedemholt in. We want to protect them, but Castrum Demonicas are implacable foes, and our casualties keep rising.
In other words, they can't actually defeat them, or need to lay them.
We should be okay for the time being with the nearest Castrum Demonica destroyed, but...
Without food.
They're gonna make grabby hands again eventually. The only permanent solution is often the Emperor. I'll destroy the Castrums and Fiend Troopers, pound that godforsaken Emperor into mush, and put an end to this lousy country for good.
Yeah, just like you were doing earlier. You seem to be doing just fine.
You might be thrown off by his violent language and compensation, but what he means to say is that he wants to bring peace to the land.
Yeah, he's certainly doing a good job.
You've been in a prolonged civil war, right? Has anyone else tried to overthrow the Emperor?
Oh, certainly. And the current Emperor has slain every last one of them. He became the Emperor by being stronger than anyone else. Now all he wants is conflict against the strong. Nothing else matters to him. Whether the people suffer or the nation falls in the process is of no consequence.
He's just starting fights over and over again. Why would he do something so pointless?
I've heard enough.
More. It would be just awful if nobody stopped this guy. Plus, there's no question at this point that the influence of ephemera, more specifically F-factors, is present in this land. It's Ark's duty to deal with Falspawn. We'll rise to the occasion.
I guess we're doing this again. And we have a long way to
The
go.
Wayland Empire's imperial capital, Emperor Schreger and his brother, Elmir, stood by quietly, listening to tidings from the field of Castrum Demonica's corruption.
Looks like we finally got someone who can crush a Castrum Demonica, brother.
I like his voice actor already. He seems already like someone who could be
Spreading rumors
hated.
has paid off. Now the ignorant masses will rally under a nice, friendly banner.
He seems an awful lot like Theodore, though.
There's been a lull in Castrum Demonica and Fiend Trooper skirmishes as of late anyway. I hope this serves to get your blood flowing.
How strong is this so-called Guardian?
Now, dear brother. You can't just wolf them down right off the bat.
Oh, that's cruel.
Give them a little free-range roaming if you really want those flavors to develop.
Yep, don't like this guy already.
You think you can tell an emperor what to do? You're getting arrogant.
Gotta say, the voice acting really improved between episode 4 and 5.
No matter. Do as you will.
In that case, I think I'll pop in and say hello.
Ah, the welcoming committee. Okay, great.
Guardian, just how powerful are you? I eagerly await the thrill of our inevitable clash. May war spread far and wide. The land, the people, ephemera. Everything in this world is an offering to us.
And of course, the villain has to have a creepy laugh. So yeah, we're in chapter 2 now. If that wasn't obvious. Episode 5 feels a little bit short, so hello. A fighting quest that's not a Buster quest? In episode 5? Impossible. Alright then. Seem to remember this quest being pretty difficult. Let's see, shall we? Just kick the quilt away. Right.
I see. It's apparent that investigating that world is going to take quite a bit of time.
First Luther, now Gedemhalt. It feels like anything goes on Omega. First, we stopped the chaos in one country, and now we're at war in another. There's never a dull moment.
The history of man is a history of war. Even the history of Arcs has been a long battle against the false spawn.
You call this relatively peaceful, but war continues to rage. Is it the same for all worlds?
Pretty much.
This stuff happens all over. Maybe that's why it's following the same pattern in Omega.
Or maybe it's just dreaming of it because that's all it's seen.
Shao, what's happening on this side?
Same as always.
And the black hole is continuing to expand, and it's begun to engulf neighboring galaxies. Its expansion velocity is highly abnormal. It's hard to be optimistic about this situation.
Oh well, this is not good.
False spawn readings in the city area. They just showed up out of nowhere.
Scramble all ARC's personnel. This shouldn't happen. Dispatch them for suppression, but have them exercise extreme caution.
I thought we ramped up security.
We have to help them.
We? As in, I get to fight alongside Matoy? Any quest we can fight together is a good one. Yeah! Matoy has joined the party. Oh. PSO2 just crashed. One moment, please. I don't know why it crashed, but it did. Technical difficulties this stream. The usual for me. Yep, spoilers. Yep, I know. No idea what that was about, but hey. I guess I need a new drink. Let's try this one more time. The master's playing up better. Alright. I'll just skip through this bit, since we've already seen it. There we go. Please work, please work, please work, please work. I mean, PSO2 is not exactly a stable game. Not what I'd say is a stable game, but it's worked anyway. Let's go. There we go. Don't know if I want AoE or single target. AoE. Okay. Because I'm playing it well, I shouldn't have issues with any mission that requires me to take little damage. Oh yeah. That dodge counter is amazing. Just dodge across this, do that. Fail self-destruct. And just run through here. Over here. Excellent. Through we go. Through here. Large foul spawn. Get me a single target pallet. Let's summon this. Just to deal with the small fries. They'll despawn on their own. Excellent. This was way more difficult during in the day. I remember that, definitely. Audio is okay. Oh, audio is not okay. Sorry about that. Let me get that. Because PSO2 is dumb and doesn't remember. Better now? Better. Let's turn it down just a touch.
You're finished.
There we go. Sorry about that. Happens.
Is that the last of them?
Should be.
Is it just me? Or were the enemies today stronger than usual?
Oh, you wouldn't know.
I'm fairly certain something tells me that you're probably on the money.
Yeah.
Risa?
I mean, Risa would know.
Yup, that's me! It's not every day the happy guardian couple scrambles together. This must have been a real spicy one.
Oh yeah, spicy.
We just happened to be on the bridge at the time. What did you mean when you said I was on the money?
The baddies! In a word, they got tougher.
In 2 words, they got rougher tougher.
Oh wow, thanks for the description. That'll be real helpful, I'll bear that in mind.
I know, cause I'm always blasting and shooting and trashing and blowing those false spawn away. The ones that just appeared are special. They're clearly tougher and badder and way crazier than the false spawn we've been dealing with.
Risa would know she's equally crazy.
Oh, and the intruder alert was like super late in letting us know, don't you think?
You mean you think someone on the inside let us know?
It's almost like nobody even expected them to pop up. Risa, do you know something about this? I have no idea what happened. The baddies showed up abnormally, and they were abnormally strong. That's all I know.
Unless we're hiding secrets.
Okay. I'm gonna go play with some more of these rare, stronger false spawn variants. See ya!
I'd say don't die now, but I think she's got that down at this point.
Looks like the situation's under control. Would you mind coming back to the bridge?
Yeah, that quest was way harder back in the day. I wonder if it got nerfed, or maybe it's just level. I don't know. 2 minutes. Oh, it's not damage gated. Funny, I remember it being damage gated. Well, YouTube says everything is good. No drop frames. Excellent. So, whose fault is it? Well, of course it's going to be the fact that Omega showed up. The question is, who sent them?
Welcome
sorry
back,
about
you
that.
two. You did a good job of minimizing damage.
Alright.
But Xiao, those false spawn that showed up...
I've compiled data on them. From the readouts alone, it's apparent that the false spawn have been enhanced.
Enhanced in which way?
The question is how?
Exactly. Have you figured it out?
It's less figured out, and more the best conjecture we've got.
Omega. Okay.
Are you suggesting that it's another aspect of Omega's influence?
My calculations are drawing a clear correlation between the black hole's expansion and the false spawn's enhancement.
What if the profound darkness is devouring whatever the black hole absorbs? Is that too straightforward?
If the profound darkness is connected to the black hole itself, it's not out of the question. The profound darkness corrupts all things. Its behavior wouldn't change no matter what it was dealing with.
So it's basically feeding off the things the black hole absorbs to buff itself up. And those effects are spilling over to its minions, the false spawn? Oh gosh, this is sounding worse by the second.
The black hole is absorbing a massive amount of energy. Sooner or later, it will be beyond our power to fight.
So we gotta do something about Omega before that happens, right?
I guess.
It looks like the counter-offensive against Dark Falls is over. Thanks for cooperating with the operation.
I guess we'll do the sub-story. I'm not in a hurry tonight, so...
Hello there. Sorry for making a scene the other day.
So, anyway, Hero, it's Hero. It's already been approved, so there's no change in the name now.
Didn't we just talk about this?
I was the one to name it, and I figured it was that or nothing. As a Guardian, you and everybody in ARCS are heroes, and I hope you'll never forget it.
More evidence that Sega planned to replace all classes with heroes.
I'm from
Kind
Ship
of weird.
128 Themis. It came under false spawn attack a few years ago.
Themis? I remember that name from somewhere.
I was just a kid at the time, not a member of ARCS. I stayed in the residential block, cowering in fear of the fall spawn. I thought to myself, wow, this is how I go out, huh? But that's when the ARCS showed up and slew the whole hordes of fall spawn, just like that.
Ship under attack by Fallspawn. Weren't we there for that?
I couldn't even thank them. All I could do was watch them go in stunned silence. They were heroes for sure.
But then that would mean...
I wanted to save people, to be there for others. And I gave the class that name so I could preserve that mindset. The people in ARCS don't give themselves nearly enough credit as heroes. So I was kind of hoping the class name might help make them feel more like they are, you know. It's kind of humbling to say out loud. Anyway, the point is, I have a whole lot of work ahead of me if I want to live up to my class name. And my hype meter is back to full. Thanks for hearing me out.
Great. So we were the heroes that Stratos embodies then. Great. Ah, I remember this. I believe this is where the Enchanted Forest exploration started, right?
Hey, guys! Sierra!
Or am I thinking about something else?
So, anyway... Whoa! Hold on! This is big! It's so big, I tell you!
Alright, let's go.
Think about it. Don't you notice a little something different?
Grow bigger?
Do you mean like taller? Hey, I don't like where you're looking one bit. I'm sorry, Sierra. I'm lost.
Same here.
It's the fact that I'm standing here.
Oh.
Huh? I'm sorry, Sierra. Still lost. I'm not as bright as you give me credit for. Exactly! Oh yeah. I don't think I've ever seen you away from the bridge before. Yeah, see? There you go! Xiao's here too, so I got permission to go out. Xiao and I run calculations in parallel, so as long as it's not for too long, I'm finally clear to go out on non-work related business.
I got it. So essentially, because Xiao is so busy, he created multiple casts to split up the calculations for him. He went from a single core to a multi-core processor.
Have you never left the bridge before? The only places I go are the bridge and the maintenance room. Everything else, I can handle over comms. Is this the scenery you get to look at every day? It's mind-blowing seeing it in person instead of on screen.
Can we get Shara's partner card?
I gotta make the most of my time and take in all of the sights. See you around, guys! Sierra seemed rather giddy. Is she going to be okay on her own?
She'll be fine. Once she gets over the initial hype. Oh no. Oh no. I mean, it's 3 undergrounders, so... Not as if I'm short on undergrounders. This can only go well.
One. Such woeful things have I heard. Are we doomed to suffer the same cruelty once more?
What, boot camp?
Just when this awful canvassing for summoners had calmed at last, now my ears are full of chatter of this hero class. Is my very existence forgotten? Oh, woe is me! Woe! Woe!
Wait, who are you?
Please pay her no mind. I hear you're helping Huey with research into new classes. Having another class to choose from will be a gift to all of Arx. Do let me know if you need any assistance.
Am I peeking? No.
Oh, Saga! How could you discard me so utterly with such few words? I beseech you both to stop busying yourselves with popularizing the hero and listen to me!
Real talk though, have you heard about any of the other classes? No? Okay.
Oh, hello there!
Wow, is she short? Or is Saga just tall?
It's you!
Speak of the hero, and she makes her appearance.
She's not a devil.
Oh, could you two be Saga and Katori?
And what if we are?
I've heard about you. You two administer the bouncer test, right?
Bit camp.
I'm really, really honored to meet the two responsible for bringing the bouncer class such renown.
Yeah, renown, yeah.
What? Yes, well, I suppose.
Amazing! Oh, you two are the coolest. It must have been so hard getting the word out about a new class.
Yes, quite. But knowing our work would benefit our fellow operatives, it was hardly any trouble at all. Stratos, was it? Do I hear correctly that you're in the midst of promoting a new class yourself?
Yes, maybe you should try it.
Yes! I'm flattered to know you've heard about it. But I'm far from being as experienced as you two are, so I doubt I'm doing half as well. Even with the Guardian's gracious help, I admit it's really difficult.
No need to rush. It took us a long time to get the word out about the bouncer. Likewise, we only got to this point with frequent help from our friend here.
I don't know what level my bouncer is, but I'm fairly certain this is still level 75.
Isn't that right, Katori?
Indeed. Quite right, Saga.
Although I must say, Jetbits is good.
Never fear, Stratos. The Guardian's help is as good as gold. Your class shall be the talk of Arx in no time.
Thanks so much, you two! I hope you don't mind if I stop by to pick your brains again soon.
By all means! We'll help you with anything that's within our power to do.
You're much too kind. I'll come again as soon as I've filed my report.
Oh, that's Stratos. Such a fine young lady.
I can see why people like her.
Now then, you two. Let's make the hero name echo off every wall of the ship.
Weren't you the one just saying that the hero would hurt your class? Katori. To be honest, I'm not even that much of a fan of the hero anyway. It's really just a class for me to derp around in dailies.
But please,
oh no.
Please, I would appreciate your help.
Hey, that's enough. I really don't need all this bowing. Seriously, just get up already, please. Come on, everyone's looking at me funny.
As opposed to normal?
Boss, I could really use a hand over here.
Boss? Who? Oh, hello again. So when EO talks about a boss, she means you. It all makes sense now.
You got here just in time, boss. This weirdo came up, said she had a favor to ask, and almost cracked her skull on the floor bowing.
Stratos is really short.
I need your help
Why
with
you?
something only she can do. Katori told me that if I want the hero class to really catch on, I need EO's help promoting it.
Well, Katori got her wires crossed somewhere. That doesn't have a damn thing to do with me.
Oh.
Don't be so modest. I've heard all about the publicity work you two did together.
How did you hear about that?
And that's not all. I did a little more digging and found out that you helped us Anami get the word out about the Braver class too.
Or you.
Crap!
Run!
Those two brilliant intel providers couldn't stop talking about how grateful they were to you for breaking them out of their ruts. Stop it. Just stop! Please, Io. Please. You don't need to be so modest. I really need your help if I'm going to spread the word about the hero class. Fine, okay. Okay, I give up. I'll do whatever I can to help you if you just give me a break already. Will you really? I can't thank you enough, Io! Well, there's no time to waste. Katori tells me you get the best results by making some noise in a place people just can't ignore.
Like here?
What? Huh? Would you look at that? We've got a crowd gathering right here already. Let's get on it right now, Io.
Right now?
What? Hey,
Go on.
Boss! Stop trying to blend in with the crowd and do something about her already! Look! I've got a special PR outfit all ready for
Cool.
you. What do you say, Io?
Looks just right.
You had this trap planned from the start!
Anyway. All that mayhem over. Let's see what we can do about this. Oh, Harriet won't be happy.
I've got a general grasp of the geography and political situation in this country. Going by the prolonged state of war here, the Emperor of Wayland is probably under the influence of ephemera. Which in turn means that if we stop the Emperor, we can set things right. Let's do it!
Hey, Guardian, or whatever. Where do you think you're going without even saying goodbye?
Goodbye? You're coming with us.
If you're gonna off that thrice-damned Emperor, count me in.
Allow me to join you as well. It was I that invited you here. I can be your guide. And shield, if need be.
Well, I hope not.
I don't think they're gonna take no for an answer. What's the plan?
Simple. Be punch buster until we get there. Watch your own backs.
I always do.
I won't always be there to save them. I do believe it skipped a Buster quest.
Gedemholt and Melfincina were Waylandians in this land, journeying alongside the Guardian. While they had assembled a robust party, it was not a particularly sociable group.
I can imagine the Waylandians aren't very social, yeah.
Hey, Gedemholt! We're resting right now. Would you like to talk about anything?
Probably not, right?
Piss off. I've got nothing to talk about.
Yeah.
Now come on, Gedemholt. Sorry. Acting standoffish and crude comes as naturally to him as breathing air.
To be honest, I'd rather pick Melfoncina's mind.
Oh, that wasn't how I saw it at all. I must say, you two get along pretty well. What kind of relationship do you have?
Well,
Sina and I are both Fiend Trooper test subjects.
Ah, he does speak.
You're... what now?
Just as Cuento used ephemera to devise the Castrum Demonica summons, Wayland has its own brand of sorcery. It's called demonization. It's a form of sorcery that enhances the body by infusing it with mana. I'm sure it won't surprise you to know that only a tiny fraction of the population, those most gifted at sorcery, were capable of doing it.
I wonder.
But the situation has changed with the discovery of ephemera. With a little help from ephemera, suddenly anything was fair game, as long as anyone had any aptitude for sorcery whatsoever.
So you don't even need intellect stat in order to cast.
Naturally, those without a knack for sorcery still vastly outnumber those with a gift for it. That's when the Fiend Trooper project was launched by Imperial decree.
It was His Imperial Majesty's generous way of turning useless, untalented trash into powerful warriors.
Like you then.
And that Dreamweed Ephemera, or whatever it's called, gave him just what he wished for.
So basically, this meant forcibly demonizing people with no aptitude for magic? Assumedly by tampering with their bodies?
Well, I'll be damned. The little squirt knows how to play connect the dots. You got experience with this stuff or something?
You could say that.
Well, I also know that bodies can't withstand that sort of tampering.
Oh, you got that right, Squirt. You're connecting the dots because you've seen the whole picture before, huh?
Yeah, something like that.
But I bet you ain't seen anyone get so pumped full of mana that they burst.
No, we
People
have.
burst in all kinds of fun ways, let me tell you.
The only way we've seen so far is disappearing, or turning straight up into a monster.
Get 'em, Holt and I. We're test subjects in Phase 1 of the Fiend Trooper project. We escaped the facility.
Good.
Out of the 4,096 initial test subjects, we are the only survivors. As far as we know.
That's an interesting number. Why 4,096?
Wait a minute. If your strength is derived from demonization, wouldn't using it put your lives in danger?
Of course it would. It wouldn't be a JRPG plot without putting someone in danger.
Ha! I've been futzed with enough as it is. Not like my life's good for anything anyway. All I care about is the Emperor. I'm gonna end him. Personally.
Okay.
Cena and I will get him back for all the people who got screwed up because of him. He'll pay with his worthless life. Hey, Guardian. You'd better not give me some goody two-shoes speech about life being precious, or whatever.
Ooh, that stings.
We're both in this to snuff out the Emperor, right? I'm willing to use you and all, but if you stand between me and him, I'll waste you first.
Have it your way then.
Crude though his words may be, he and I are on the same page in this matter. My life is dedicated to avenging the people murdered for his bloody whims. That thought is what keeps me going. So I'm here to fight. Just like Get 'em, Holt. To kill the Emperor.
Okay. Scared?
Sorry. I was a little distracted there. Part of me is scared, sure, but there's so much to think about.
You want to save her, don't you?
That talk about Fiend Troopers is eerily reminiscent of how the Photoners created arcs. They captured physically sturdy primitive races and effectively grafted photon manipulation powers onto them via infusion and gene splicing.
And then the research happened which turned Hadrids into, well, a dragon thing, chrome dragon monster, I don't know.
The casualties they sacrificed before reaching the point of stable mass production is a matter of record. It's utterly despicable. If that's being repeated, even in Omega, it must be stopped.
Kuna would have a fit if she knew what was going on here. Oh, here we go. Battle quest. I don't remember this one being particularly difficult.
The Guardian, Gedamholt, and Melfancina made their way toward the Imperial capital, demolishing Castrum Demonicas along their way. The Castrum Demonica was originally Cuento technology, but they were laid out across Wayland with as much precision as in Cuento. Given how deeply
I wonder how the
ingrained
Kingdom of
Castrum
Epic is
Demonicas
doing.
were, the Guardian and company began to question the true nature of their history.
Moreover, we've still no idea who leaked the information.
I don't get it. I thought Castrum Demonicas were a Quinto invention, yet there's so many in Wayland.
That's because once the technology was leaked, the Emperor decreed that they be summoned in all regions.
Wow, really?
Sounds like the Emperor of Wayland is pretty familiar with sorcery and stuff.
And stuff? Such technical.
He clawed
Wow.
his way to the throne with demonization. So, he's a capable sorcerer in his own right. But
It ain't that blasted Emperor summoning Castrum Demonicas. It's Elmir.
Knew it. I knew I didn't like that guy.
Who's Elmir?
It's the damnable Emperor's used tissue of a kid brother. Cocky little snot. They looked far enough apart age-wise that they might as well be father and son.
it's clear that Wayland has hit rock bottom as a result of the Emperor and Elmir both.
Rock bottom? How rude! We simply breathed some life into a listless land.
Get him heart punch in
Elmir?
3, 2,
What are you
1.
doing here?
I heard someone was breaking my finely crafted Castrum Demonicas, so I came out here to do a little field survey, as it were. You're the one I'm here to see. The guardian that alighted upon Cuento.
Let me guess, you were the one that set it
Very
up.
interesting. I can sense incredible potential from you. Small wonder you can crush Castrum Demonicas. Between the Castrum Demonicas and Guardian, I must say, Cuento never fails to put out quality products.
So let me guess, you were the one that leaked the Castrum.
You think you can just waltz out here? You got guts, Imperial baby brother!
My goodness, you're a loud one. I'm not interested in you, test subject. Would you mind staying out of this?
No beef with me? Too bad! You're still getting the horns! What?
If you're spoiling for a fight, you can play with your fellow defective fiend troopers for a bit.
He has such an easy time summoning. He must be quite a summoner.
Can't be them. They should be dead.
What tells you
catch
they're
on
not?
Quickly. I suppose that's why you're a test subject. Call them Castrum Demonica Fiend Trooper hybrids, if you will.
Oh, great.
Did you swap
Who's
out the
her?
monsters summoned by Castrum Demonica for fiend troopers?
Precisely. After all, I had plenty of material to work with. They're all lacking in ability, but they make for acceptable enough soldiers. I owe it to them to make proper use of them. Otherwise, they'd die in vain. And wouldn't that be sad?
Oh,
This is beyond the pale.
nice.
Shut your filthy mouth, you little shit stain! You think you can mess with us? I'm gonna murder you and that bastard Emperor!
My, how spirited. Go ahead. Trample the corpses of your friends to reach us.
Very well then. Heavy mode. That's it? Any more? Are we doing it like this, are we? Okay. Easy.
Stay down! All enemy readings are gone. And so is Elmir.
You got away then. Nuts.
Then we're done here. Come on. We got a goddamn emperor to kill.
You're right.
Aren't you going to pay your respects?
I
You
ain't
just
got
did.
time to waste on
Get him, Holt!
You need rest.
That's a good one. Like rest would do anything for this.
Our bodies are badly deteriorated from the Fiend Trooper experiments we endured. We have no time to waste at all.
So you're running on borrowed time then.
But if you strain yourself in that condition...
We can deal. Our lives are a small price to pay. It ain't about how long your life is. It's what you do with it that matters.
Truer words than ever spoken.
I ain't gonna do nothing like the ones we just mowed down. I'm gonna slay that damn Emperor myself!
While the sentiment is appreciated, I'm with Get 'em Holt on this. That, and we wouldn't even know who we were mourning. I wouldn't want to associate them with this.
They're both beside themselves with anger. Even I can tell. We can't allow this cruelty to go unchecked. We have to put a stop to it.
Right.
You're back, Elmir. You look like you had an amusing enough time.
Oh, amusing doesn't begin to cover it. I'm positively thrilled at how rapidly things are progressing. It's even better than I imagine. We'll have a prime specimen by the time it arrives.
Then we must be amply prepared to give them a fitting reception. So long now I've been trapped in languor, but now my blood is pumping again.
Then I'll leave you to it, brother.
That's probably code for I'm gonna disappear and leave you to it. Yes, Frank. Very nice. Yet more fight quests. Yeah, it looks like we're skipping a lot of Buster quests, which is good, I guess. Nearly that. It would be cool if we could finish episode 5 by the end of next week. We'll see.
The Castrum Demonicas were summoned the realm over and loaded with a superhuman vanguard. The Guardians group pressed onward, refusing to be cowed by the Vanguard's howls of resentment. When they reached the Imperial capital, they found it cloaked in eerie stillness, almost as though it was devoid of all life. It was fitting indeed that the only one to reside there was the Emperor himself.
Of course.
Schreger, Emperor of Wayland, awaited the coming of his nemesis, alone in the silence.
I guess he would imagine himself and his brother, I guess, to be the only ones suited to sitting on the throne in the capital. That was quick.
Are you the Wayland Emperor?
You need to ask that.
Indeed I am. Schreger, Emperor of Wayland. I must thank you for coming, Guardian.
I like how I can set a weapon palette before I start, that's nice.
Oh, he finally meets you, you cursed Emperor!
You will pay dearly for toying not only with people's lives, but with a whole nation!
Toying with a nation? I'm Emperor. It's my nation. To toy with as I please. If you don't like it, strike me down. That's what I empowered you for. Isn't that right, test subjects?
What's the point of giving someone power through modifications they don't even want?
Without power, one's fate is to perish. Might makes right in this world. Period. The weak can only submit to this reality. Surely you've lived long enough to grasp that. Right, Guardian? You didn't get this strong without trampling countless corpses underfoot. Whether man or beast, there is no morality in slaughter. All fall the same. Might makes right. That's the one universal truth of the world. Which is why Wayland has long focused on evolving its people with strength transcendent. Now it comes to a head. We have but to push this war across the world and seize even greater might. No further discussion is necessary. Strike me down with your justice. If you think you can!
Oh, this looks familiar. I need AoE for this.
A false no! And it's got false spawn with it! Is it the ephemera? No, the details are too accurate for this to be a coincidence. Now there's no question that ephemera is part of the profound darkness.
Ah, hell yeah! That's what I'm talking about! So much for any moral ambiguity. Slay the monster, and we win. Monster eats us, and we lose. That's good enough for me.
Schreger, Emperor of Wayland, I will use the last of my life to end yours.
No words needed. That I won't be using a sword. Gotcha.
Completed.
Not bad.
What foolishness! My power's been dispersed? No. Has it been consumed? Now I see, Guardian. Your power is strange indeed. But that makes it all the more worthwhile to take!
Nice.
To fall at the hands of the test subjects. The ones I wrote off as defects. This is truly a most amusing twist.
Are we done then?
Get him out!
Is that it? Is that really how you're gonna go out? With a whimper? Are you content with that? You miserable desperate! With being cut down by someone stronger than you? Is that really all you wanted?
Let's go. Get him hold. The Emperor may be dead, but our battle is far from over.
Guys?
Far from finished. I will leave a wedge in this world. Cena!
Oh no.
You okay?
Yes, I'm just fine. This body's quite responsive, actually.
What the...
This
Do I
wasn't
really
the
have to
body I
do
was
this?
trying to snatch, but it's surprisingly nice. It will suffice for a temporary vessel. Demonization is the art of channeling magic into the body. I simply applied that to its logical conclusion. No need to act so surprised.
No, I'm not surprised. Gregor is a monster after all.
A vessel has no need of two souls. The weaker soul will vanish, and the stronger will remain. You can do the math, I'm sure.
You're telling me Cena's gone? Bullshit!
You move well for someone mortally wounded. But I can tell you have minutes at most left.
Damn it!
Did you have feelings for this body? Content yourself in death, knowing that you amused me to the last.
Shit! Cena's body ain't yours to...
No, you're only hurting yourself talking!
Leave this failure to die and let's enjoy a fight again, shall we, Guardian? You will find me far different from my previous battered body. You don't have the heart to cut this body down? Then you shall perish, for absolute justice lies with the victor. What the? My body's not obeying me!
Sina!
Get him, Holt! Guardian! I don't want this! I beg of you, kill me! And the Emperor! The damnable wench still persists! Not for much longer! What? You should be dead! How dare you!
Maybe I should be. But I got my pride. I ain't gonna drop dead before Sina gets what she asked for!
Animal, what are you doing?
I hate to say it, but I ain't in no shape to slay the Emperor. But I can give you my power. Let my soul empower you! Maybe that's a dick move to pull, but screw doing nothing. Screw dying with my thumbs up my ass! Here goes! Sina's not gonna like it, but too bad!
I see.
Man, first Elder eats me, now I'm friggin' Guardian food? Oh, ain't karma a bitch.
We have much to talk about.
I always got the impression you smelled like me, ever since I first ran into you on the Various. Turns out it was 'cause you assimilated me.
Closer than you think. I noticed it way back.
I ain't even gonna question it at this point. It's all just random Akashic Records crap anyway. No point in trying to puzzle it out. Go on, take it. You could use Elder's power right about now.
I agree.
And save her. Show me that chicken shit way you operate.
Let's go.
Get him, Holt's photons just went into you? No. These are... Elder readings? It's you in there, right? But your form, it's just like Elder's.
You've attained power to rival mine? Now you're a worthy opponent!
Guardian! It all comes down to a one-on-one duel between us!
Actually, it's 3-on-1.
We entrust our wills to you!
Give him hell with everything you've got!
Now do it again.
Such overwhelming might, Guardian. Oh, you had a hand in it as well. Test subjects. You fought well. I accept defeat.
And with that
Are you okay?
is the end to that story.
No idea at all. The readings were identical to those of Dark Falls Elder, but... Oh, right! Malfoncina!
Hey, I'm calling in my favor now.
Right.
Hey, Cena. We look like a regular pair of dumbasses, huh?
We sure do, get 'em hooked. Instead of shielding you, I let myself get used against you. I must have looked real stupid.
Well, it's done with now. This meddler made sure of that.
Yes, I saw. The Guardian always delivers, I suppose. Thank you. Truly. It's been a long road.
You're damn right about that.
I'm kinda tired. Nobody will mind if I take a little rest. Will they?
They don't get to whine when they rest first.
Then I think I'm gonna rest.
Sure.
I'll see you around. Get 'em hooked.
It's a shame we didn't get to see her so much. Back she goes to the dream.
This is the end for us. The end for memories of a record construct, Cena. And a dead guy.
Well, hey, you redeemed yourself. Back when you were elder. You showed us that even the Dark Fowls can be normal. Can fight for the right things.
But it ain't your final chapter. You got a crap ton of stuff left to do.
Oh, you're right about that.
Ephemera and the Castrum Demonicus, the insidious roots that erode this world. There should still be plenty of Castrum Demonicus left within Wayland's borders.
This would normally be a cutoff point where it says, hey, you can go back to playing your game again.
We have to get rid of them. We owe it to those two.
As such, I believe that after this, Wayland's Buster Castles become available as part of Buster Quest. So... if this is indeed the end, then, you know. Oh yeah, from this point onwards, I will be using Dark Elder's power, so I will be able to use the Dark Blast, which is here. And I should probably learn some of these skills. Well, I've learned them all. Okay. Except for these ones. I actually haven't used Dark Blast very much. I find it very unintuitive. I think the only one I've really enhanced is Luther's. Yeah, pretty much. Can I increase this? Yeah, I can. I'll figure that out later. Anyway, assuming that is in fact it. No, I'll do this one first. Let's call this the last one for tonight. I'm not going into another chapter right now.
I've reviewed your physical exam data. There are no particular signs of abnormalities.
Good.
I nearly panicked when I heard you took on Elder's form, but the numbers are surprisingly stable.
But of course.
Since this, let's call it fall formation, uses F factors, it's actually reassuring.
What does that mean?
So, if we could just analyze how it works and apply it broadly...
What's puzzling to me is how you got that ability to start with.
I suppose it starts with the similarity to Matoi and probably the profound darkness thing.
I know what you mean.
Let's focus on the situation in Omega and leave the power study for further analysis later.
What I'm getting out of your report is that you basically rolled up and bowled over the Castrum Demonicus and the Emperor.
Yeah, more or less.
Kind of a flippant way of putting it. Isn't that like a huge deal? Am I off base here?
You're not off base at all, Alma. Our friend here's a real freak, no matter how you slice it.
Hey, that's not true. They're perfectly normal.
And you?
Just by the way, Matoi, you fall into the same category.
Aha.
Rude. Anyway, what would they say about Alma then? Hey, I'm no good at fighting. Claris Crace was way better at it than me.
Oh yeah, you've got split personality, don't you?
What do you call sealing Elder in a planet if not freakish? Was that Claris Craze doing?
Actually, that one was me. We kept beating him and he just kept coming back. We had to lock him down somehow. That whole setup was something I just came up with spur of the moment. Good thing it worked out, huh?
So we have Alma to thank for that whole thing.
Well, the verdict is in. All three of you are freaks.
And you?
Back to the matter at hand. What's going on with the black hole?
Well, you know what's doing black hole
Around the same
things.
time we got your report, the black hole's expansion velocity started abating.
Oh, that's good.
Yep, it felt easier getting you two out this time too.
You're producing results, both numerically and intuitively speaking.
Good, so let's just keep cleaning up.
Great! Then we just gotta keep it up in Omega.
Yeah.
It's good you're both in high spirits. Just don't push yourselves too hard.
Oh, you can speak.
I'm not really pushing myself, but I am concerned about something. When I'm manipulating photons with Alma's assistance, I get this feeling.
Hmm?
It's a strange feeling. It's not like any of you, or like Falspawn. It's like I have a strange degree of control.
You mean it's a power you were meant to have?
Shao and I can't help you there, unfortunately. But if that's the vibe she's getting as the second, it can't be anything good. It's probably something we can't fathom.
The appearance of false Hunol defied our expectations, as did your newfound ability to call upon Dark Falls' power. Whatever you do, watch yourselves. If you two don't make it, neither will the rest of us.
Yeah.
He's right. If you push yourselves too hard, the second will pass out in fright.
By the second, she means Matoi.
That might be a bit of an exaggeration.
Please, we've been through this before.
But really, be careful out there.
Of course. Alright, and with that, that is all for today. I will come back and we will start what I believe is chapter 3. That'll be Monday, I guess. This is weekend, yeah. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I will see you on